Welcome to Anthropology 2275, Anthropology of Sex and Gender. This is crash course number 2, Why and How Anthropologists Study Sex and Gender. This is also crash course number 2 out of 4. What is anthropology? Anthropology is a study of the full scope of human diversity, past and present, and the application of that knowledge to help people of different backgrounds better understand one another. Therefore, it is important to remember that anthropology is much more than just exploring remote villages and participating in various cultural activities. It allows one to try to understand human diversity, but for a purpose that makes sense of different relationships to different people. Why is anthropology a unique approach? Firstly, anthropology is global in scope, meaning that it looks at individuals all around the world. Secondly, anthropologists start with people in their local communities, as they try to understand processes where and with the individuals these processes occur and interact with. Thirdly, anthropologists study both people and structures of power. Power occurs in many different ways, not just at the top levels of power, but also on bottom levels too. Lastly, anthropologists believe that all humans are connected. For example, the clothing you have on your body now could have been made by an individual in another country. Why do anthropologists study gender? Firstly, they are the core features to one's identity in contemporary cultures. Secondly, to understand the artificial construction of gender, sex, and sexuality as defined by one's culture and/or society. To determine the multiple dichotomies that exist. To understand the roles and responsibilities that are assigned to each sex and gender. To analyze the ways one's sexuality is viewed by others, by oneself, and the society as a whole. Because sex and gender are not something that will ever go away. With a more inclusive world, these factors, their roles and surroundings, are constantly changing. To reject the notion that sex and gender are completely genetically determined or just a matter of personal preference or choice. How do anthropologists study gender? Gender is primarily studied through ethnographic research, through a variety of strategies such as patient observation, interviews, and focus groups. Stay tuned for crash course number 3, Language and Performativity.